Hey everybody! Just thought I would do a little another little video. I got back from my little snow day a while ago, driving around in a little winter storm. It's still snowing here. Hope everybody's staying warm. But I thought I would show off some of the points I've made, and some of them are going to be a little older. Some of them will be some of my newer stuff. A couple of them laying there, and then I got a case or two laying out here, and just show off a little bit of what I've done. So this one right here is, I'm not really sure what style that is, but I like side notches. She's pretty thin. Got a couple little spots that I could probably take out, but it's so thin I was kind of scared to. And I don't just make tiny points, but that is my preference. That's Georgetown. That's probably made that about a year ago or so. And then my little got a little crunchy spot in it here, but I've got this knife, corner tang knife I made out of Keokuk. It's a pretty nice piece. I'm not sure where I got this stuff. It wasn't the stuff I got from Danny. I like the darker strawberry looking lines in it. That's pretty, but it's not. It didn't have the heat treat that the stuff I got from Danny. His is slicker and flakes better than this stuff does. But I still managed to pull that off out of it, so I wasn't too upset. It's a pretty piece. That's a piece of Novaculite right there. Just the clear, or well, not clear, but it's almost clear. It's white, and I ought to grab a flashlight. You can kind of see the side profile there. Fairly thin. Kind of a little dovetail looking thing. But pretty nice little point. Let me grab a flashlight and I'll get right back with you. Alright, I'm back. So I've got this point, the Novaculite one, and got a flashlight just to kind of show you how translucent that stuff is. Hopefully I'm not blinding you too bad. Pretty translucent. This right here is actually a piece I made in a microwave kiln. This piece of rock or glass turned out to be a pretty nice arrowhead. I kind of like it. I don't mind working glass. I get some pretty nice colors and stuff out of it. It is a little flaky on that side, but melted it down in a microwave kiln and come up with that, and obviously it's going to be super translucent. Can't really see it too good, I don't think, the swirls in it, but they're in there. And then this is another piece of glass, and it is just a piece of white glass. And I really like the way this point come out. The notching turned out good. Broke just a little bit off that little corner right there. Melted this in a microwave kiln too. Made a pretty nice point out of it. It's really thin. It almost has no convexity left. It just looks almost like still a slab. I guess you would call it a slab when you do that like that in a microwave kiln. I guess it's like a slab profile on it. So there's a few of the little points I've got. And then I've got my case up here. So let's see what I want to show you. Let's show you this little thing, little Bassett point that I made. This I left some of the Cortex on it. You can see a line in it, but that's just, I didn't want to get too picky with it. I believe it's a Texas style point, if I remember right. This is made out of that Chola flint from Belize. Pretty little point. I was pretty happy with that, the way that turned out right there. So every once in a while, even a blind squirrel gets a nut. Then I've got, really like the colors in this. This is that moss agate. Agate, I guess is how you say that. Turned out, I think I bought this off Craig. Pretty nice little piece. I hadn't never napped any of it. Turned out pretty decent. Nice little point. Pretty happy with the way that come out. And then same thing with this. I think that's some kind of agate. I know it's really, really shiny. It napped really good. It's kind of flaky. I've done almost every bit of this with pressure. You can see it's translucent. So, come out pretty decent. Not going to complain. Anytime I get any kind of point, I'm not going to complain. And then, let's see. I do also mess with obsidian. So this is a piece of triple flow. So side profile. Look at the tip if I can get it lined up in the camera here. And I believe, yeah, that's triple flow. You can see it's got some clear points in it. Really nice piece. I got this from Curtis Smith. He had a box, medium box of just chunks of stuff, and that's where I got all my triple flow from, was from Curtis. He always does me right when I order anything off of him. And then I've got like little northern, I guess. That's kind of an older point out of mahogany obsidian. I'm trying to stay in frame here. My mount for my camera is actually in the middle of my screen, so I'm having a hard time seeing. Apologize. But that was just a little flake of obsidian. Every once in a while I would get lucky when I was trying to learn how to spall. Then I figured out I could cut that stuff on a tile saw, make some preforms, made it a little easier in some ways. And then here's one of the bigger points I've made. Some of that Georgia swirl, got from Jeff Head. Pretty clean little point. I was pretty happy with the way this one turned out. It's a little thicker if you look at it, but it's got, for the size, I don't think it's bad. It's got a nice profile to it. Turned out pretty good. I like it. I think I made this last winter. I think there was snow on the ground when I made this, as a matter of fact. Kind of odd that I'm showing it off on a day where there's snow on the ground again. But I like it. And then I got this piece of butterscotch here too that I got from Jeff Head. And it's pretty clean. Not a bad little point. It's almost just like the one I sent Ralph. One thing I like about this stuff is, of course, it's transparent. I like that translucency in them. Nice little point that I like. I got it in my case. Little dovetail I made from some of that blueberry Fort Payne. I got this off Brad Moore, this material. Super slick stuff. He just found a new honey hole. If anybody of y'all follow him or anything, he's got quite a bit of this stuff for sale, I believe. And I got a little bit bolder flaking on this one for its size. But I got another video that I'm working on right now where I went down and I napped after I come in off the snow day. And I bifaced some little chunks. I mean, some of them was pretty small. That's a pretty good size, pretty long point anyway. I think that's a dacite, I believe is what that is. Been a while since I made that one, but turned out pretty decent. And then what else do I have over here? My first attempt at a Clovis right here. And you can see my flute did not go quite as beautiful as I wanted it to, right? But it is a flute, off to the side a little bit, but it's a flute. And I kept it thick on purpose. But then this flute just took off and kind of done some weird stuff right through there. But I kept it. This is root beer. Some of the stuff I got off Curtis Smith too. And of course, one of the best things about root beer is that right there. So I got it fairly thin where I fluted it there. But nice stuff to work with if you get a chance to. And then I made this little bad boy out of a that way I can tell everybody I got a heart of stone, right? So believe it or not, I believe this was the hardest thing out of everything I've showed you to make. I could not get the symmetry right on that at all. That one there was just a pain making that heart. And let's see. Like I make mostly smaller stuff though most of the time. I like making small points. Stuff like this little bad boy. This is a little bitty, just a flake. Little bitty tiny notches in it. Real thin. I don't know how well they're showing up. Put them up against something like that. Maybe you can see them better. There you go. And it is really small. Maybe, you know, just a tad over an inch. 3/8 wide. Thin. I don't know why I like messing with these little ones like this. Not too many people on YouTube are making small points, so I'm not sure whether you guys want to see bigger points or smaller points. Let me know in the comments if you got a suggestion. But I like doing, one of my favorite points is a Cahokia. So if I got a flake that'll make a Cahokia, it's not going in the trash. It is going to at least be attempted to make a Cahokia like that. I like these triple notch Cahokias. I've made several. Piece of Horse Creek right there. I think I got that off Travis McAllister. I believe is who I got this off of, the material. But little thick, little chunky, but it works. It's sharp. And let's see what else. Do I have anything else in here worth mentioning? I got my Nova Dalton that I made. It's got a layer in it right there. I couldn't get out. It was white and crunchy in there, so I didn't even try to get any thinner. I didn't want to get any more of that to show in the middle of that. But that's made out of black Nova. Not a bad little point. I like the length. And then I want to show you one of my favorite points I've made, and that is this little Madison. I don't know how well you can see that, how thin that thing is. It's pretty thin. I was pretty proud of it when I made it. It's got the little flares on the edge. I guess this was one of the styles found with Cahokias in Mound 72. Really, really, really like making these small points like this. I've made quite a few, and there's a rough little red jasper, crunchy. It's not real slick, and that was heated. But I picked this material up on my farm. Oddly enough, there was just a pile of it piled up out in the woods, and that's the only pieces of it I found on the whole place. No telling how long it's been there. It was buried, most of it 6-8 inches deep in the dirt. But I snatched every piece I could find of it up. And then here's another one, little Cahokia, because I am, you know, that and Dalton's. Those are my favorites. But anyway, I just thought I'd show some of that off. I think this is another little piece of triple flow. Like I said, there ain't no little flakes going to waste around me, because I'm going to make them into something. Yeah, that's triple flow. See if I can get it in the camera here. I'll blinding you, sorry. Pretty stuff. Really cool stuff. Now, after Sal made his record length AG point, I had to attempt one, and mine isn't near as nice as that, but it was my first attempt at one. Symmetry on this was a little more complicated than I thought. I don't think they made them out of Fort Payne, but at the time I think it was the only black flint I had, and I wanted a black one. So that's what I made. Just thought I'd share some of my work. So, you know, I haven't done a rock to point or any finish work on my videos yet. So I just wanted to show you I really could actually, you know, notch and stuff a little bit. And then my very first nap-in point was last year at Mammoth Springs. That was my first point I ever made at a nap-in, so I had to sign it. And I think that's Edwards, I believe. But just thought I'd, how does Patrick put it, gloat a little bit. Put some of your points out there and just gloat. Maybe I should have been holding them like that all the time so you could see them. I love this stuff right here with all those little dark blue specks in that. It's just, this looks like an old point. It isn't. It's modern. But Sal, you might like this one. That style point. And of course, little piece of Alabates. But anyway, I don't want to keep this too long. I just wanted to show you some of my points that I made. And then my smallest one, if I drop it, I won't even know it. That's the smallest one I've ever made. And I don't even know how well that's showing up. Not going to make too many of those, obviously, but I was just playing around one day. Thought I'd keep it. And then, again, you get a chance to get some of this from Brad, this Fort Payne. This is some really good flint. Love it. I don't know where he collects it at over there. I wish I did. I'd go with him. I'd carry bucket loads of it out just for a couple bucket loads myself. And of course, like I said, I do like my Daltons. I ain't got nothing on Danny on making Daltons, but that's an older one there. Really old, actually. But I still like it. And if you guys think that you start out, if you're new to this, you start out making prettier stuff, here's an example of what a couple years ago I was doing. Thick. I was tickled to death to make it. You can see it's got a shape. I mean, it probably functioned. It poked something. But you can see the notches are even stalled on it. You can see where I stalled them out. You can go from that to that with just practice, right? So there's a big difference in them 2 points. And most of us just spending the time smacking rock and, you know, watching videos, going to nap-ins. If you got a buddy who lives close enough to you to nap with you, then you're fortunate. And by all means, take advantage of that. And one more thing before I go, I want to show you. Well, yeah, just set it on top here. I wanted to show you. I'll pick my phone up here. One of my reasons I like these little flakes of Jeff City. I mean, just look at all those little points. They're not very big. Like, that's not a big point. But one is free rock. Every once in a while you'll get lucky and get one with a piece of black in it. But I really, really enjoy messing with these little points. I don't know why. I just do. Look at the colors in those little babies right there. When you heat treat it, sometimes they, I don't know if that'll focus on that or not. There we go. You can see some of the color in it there, hopefully. But, like I say, I like Cahokias. Big ones, little ones, all of them. And it's I kind of like this one right here. These two with the extra notches on them. And, anyway, I just wanted to show off some of my work. And, hope you guys having an awesome day. And if you get a chance, smack a rock. Thanks for watching.